Hello, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of God Concept. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. It's episode number 28. How you doing? Early horizon, grand horizon. Either way it go, you woke up and you listen to me. And I appreciate that. Thank the creator for the day.
Are you really free? Provided sometimes
Start
freedom really comes
creating.
when you open your mind.
Start
Give your
cultivating.
freedom up for the nickels and dimes. Give your freedom
Start
up
manifesting
for the
great
that
things
shines.
in your
Give my
life.
freedom up for the
Because that's what it's
that's
about.
mine. Give my
You know,
soul up if you touch
physically we got this body and we got so much that we could do with it. But we neglect our time by focusing on idle things. Things that won't really bring you joy, won't really bring you happiness in your life. We focus on, the worries and concerns of others too much, instead of just being more concerned with the worries and concerns of ourselves. Really appeasing who you are. A lot of my life, I got caught up in trying to appease people. I got caught up in trying to, make other people's happy, make another person happy by changing myself. You know what I mean? Like I would try to, fit someone's mold of me, however they, perceived me or whatever. I would try to fit that mold. If it was a good mold, if it's a bad mold, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna make sure you see me as I am. We gotta be careful with that. We have to, be careful with how we change ourselves to fit another person's narrative. You don't want to ever take yourself away from who you are. That's the true crime. Because when you're born, you have a character, you have a personality. And the Creator put it there. And for you to appease anybody or change the persona or character that the Creator put in you to have, you're doing yourself injustice. Because in you not being who you are, you deny, the Creator ability to use you. Don't get me wrong. If he don't use you, he's just going to use somebody else. Because that's how it go. But the longer you deny who you are or deny that finite thing that you're supposed to do with your life, that finite thing that, defines who you are, what your generation will be, the legacy you leave. Yeah. It's all about leaving that legacy and really not even defining, just putting down who you are. You know what I mean? Putting you in proper perspective. It's like, okay, say you grew up your whole life. You got parents. They want you to be Christian or they want you to be Muslim. Then, as far as profession-wise, one might want you to be a doctor, one might want you to be a ball player. And you as a young child, you're looking at these things and you're like, all right, well, I'm doing this, but that's because other people are seeing you, what they want you, they seeing what they want to perceive you to be. But what do you want to be? Do you want to be a doctor or a ball player? Do you want to be the person that they see you as? Because we get groomed. As we get older, we start to realize that you get groomed. Right. Now, what that mean is that a person is going to tell you how to dress. A person is going to tell you how to feel. A person is going to try to tell you what religion you're supposed to believe in, what spiritual belief to have. A person is going to try to, have as much influence on that trinity of you as possible. Right? That's what the world does. It tries to get as much influence on that trinity of you, all right? Now, once the world gets that influence on that trinity of you, your mind, your soul, or your spirit and your body, right? Your mind, your spirit, and your body. They can start to alter what the Creator actually put you here to do. You know, they can alter your passion. They can alter what you was, you know, we all have a mission. So you don't want to take anybody else's burden on and carry on with that. You know, when we're born into this life, right? You have your own goals, your own values, your own morals. Already have morals and values within you. You have a lot of things within you already. You have a mission. You have abundance of things that you could do. You could choose to do whatever you want to do, but there's one route that you got something that's just special, just for you, just laid right there for you. And sometimes that's the one thing that's the hardest to do. And that's because, you know, nothing worth having comes easy in life. Anybody you talk to will tell you if they have success, even if they don't have success. You know, if they have success, it's because they work hard and they strived for what they achieved in their life. You know, and I'm not talking about career success. I mean, don't get me wrong, career achievements are great, but I'm talking about, you know, being an entrepreneur, being, you know, creating, using intellectual property. You know what I mean? And it's like you feel accomplished in those ways, but it's never the same accomplishment that you feel when it's something that's organic, something that you're supposed to do in your field, in the craft that you love. You know, what's your hobbies? You know, that's all entrepreneurship is, really. Honestly, entrepreneurship, and it's funny because this is just coming to me right now, right? Entrepreneurship is just you putting your hobbies to work. The things that you practice, the things that you've acquired 10,000 man hours of doing is the things that'll yield you most happiness. You know, those hobbies is what was really going to drive your entrepreneurship. You know, you might decide that you like to do carpentry or painting, you know, plumbing, you know, housework, whatever. You might find you have a green thumb. You like to do gardening, botany, or whatever the case may be. You might just be great with animals. You might be a singer, a dancer, comedian, a hairstylist. But whatever it is you do, it got to be true to your hobby. If that's what you like to do as a hobby, then that's what you could pursue as an entrepreneur. But you have to put it to work. You got to stop letting your hobby be just a hobby. You got to start letting your hobby be more of a, you know, a thing that you're really trying to push out there. Because after a while, your hobby, you know, you're doing the same thing repetitiously. You know, you start to get proficient at it. And that's the point where you could start showing other people what you do as a hobby. You can start showing other people what you love and the things that you're passionate about. You know, and truly, that's all entrepreneurship is. Entrepreneurship, in a definition, to me personally, is you taking your intellectual property and you mixing it with the business aspect of life. You know, you taking that heart, that soul, that feeling, right? And you transforming that into art and you're presenting that to the world. That's what an entrepreneur does. They give you them. You know, whether that's in the form of a business, whether that's in the form of a song or art piece, a painting or so forth, you know, any way they give themselves to you, you know. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to really, I mean, to be honest with you, you know, we work at things that really don't matter in life. We work at things that really don't matter in life. And it's at those moments when you start to get a little wiser, get a little older, that you start to realize that a lot of things that you've been doing is really not that important. That is not that, it's nothing that's going to stick. Like the material things and all of this stuff. It's really not going to stick. It's really not going to stay. The only thing that really stays is what you create. You know how they say, I heard Denzel Washington say this, you never seen a hearse following you never seen a U-Haul following a hearse, right? To bring all the things that you amassed to throw in the grave with you. You don't get to take those things with you that you amassed in the physical, the material, the materialistic things. You don't get to keep that. The only thing you get to keep is the things that you manifest out of your mind, out of your soul, out of your body. Those achievements that put your name somewhere. Those achievements that let your children know that you were out here somewhere doing something positive. If you got to rely on word of mouth from the streets to back up the character of who you are and who you were when you lived this life, that's unacceptable. That's called street cred. And I think a lot of guys reach out towards street cred instead of actual having credibility of self, credibility of who you are by showing and proving who you are, by putting your name in a record book somewhere. You're a brand. Everybody has a book to write. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has a song to sing. Everybody has a vision. Everybody got a poem. Everybody got something that they could take from this intellectual pool that we have. Because we're ever growing and we're ever getting better every day. But you have to allow yourself to grow and get better. You have to allow yourself to be unplugged. You have to allow yourself to really move forward with your life in a way. Because we get stagnant. We get stagnant and we get complacent. And this is because we might get caught up in a career or whatever. And don't get me wrong, having a career is beautiful. If you can have a nice career and it's something that you love to do it. But at the same time, don't neglect who you are inside as a person. Don't neglect the feelings or aspirations that you have as a singular soul to be left unchecked. And I say that because a lot of us realize that we love to do something, but we're not good at it. And we let us being not good at something install fear in us not to do it. Or install, you think you're good enough, but you might do it for somebody else and they think you're not good enough. But you got to understand that it's through that adversity. If it's something that you love to do, you have to battle through adversity and really still get it done. If it's something that you want to do. Because if you lose that, if you lose you doing something that you love to do, you really kind of lose a part of you. You don't want to lose you out here in society. Because what'll happen is you'll get your mind and you'll get your body and you'll get your soul so enamored with the action, you'll get yourself so enamored with your career, with doing this thing for a company or organization. You'll get yourself so enamored with, I need to pay these bills so much that I can't, I don't have time for me or doing what's going to bring me happiness. You can get so enamored with anything, man. You have to set time, goals, and morals for yourself. You got to, not morals, morals too, but you got to set time for yourself. You got to set aside time for yourself and really focus on honing what it is you want to do. And focus on getting to know yourself better. Because there's no one in this world that should be able to affect the piece of you, we go through life and we gain these experiences and we have moments in time with people, and we realize that all we keep with the people that we love, that we have good memories with, are those memories. Because we can't take anybody with us. You know, we're not going to hold hands through life our whole life. But what we can do is have good, fond thoughts of each other all the time. And that's a good thing, because that always leaves that connection between you and that person. You know, and you understanding that you shouldn't really hinder yourself or hold yourself back because of a loved one. Because a lot of times what happens is you'll have a loved one and they don't want to see you get past that certain threshold, because they know that if you reach past that threshold, that'll take you out of their life. Because your dreams, your aspirations, what you can do, what you can be, what you can become, what you see is so much bigger than what they dream and goal. They see, sometimes we hang out with people and their dreams, their goals, their aspirations aren't that high. So when you let them know that you have those dreams and goals and aspirations, or they see you chasing that, they want to hold you back. It's a lot of people out here that'll just want to hold you back. They'll love you so much. A person can love you so much that they don't want to see you succeed. A person can love you so much that they just don't want to see you succeed. I was getting off on a tangent before I had to take a brief break. I don't like to record too long because I like to break the monotony of me talking and my thoughts and my feelings, because I'm a very passionate person, thought-driven, and goal-oriented, you know, and at times I go off on tangents. And to be honest, in locking in that last clip, I kind of lost what I was talking about, you know. But yeah, your passion has to be there, because at times, no, scratch that. Another person's passion isn't your passion. So your passion has to be there for you, right? Your passion, your hopes, your desires, whatever it is that you want to do while you're here. Because you're not here forever. None of us is here forever. You know what I mean? And it's a sweet thing to be able to grow and develop and get older and get wiser and learn new things and learn, you know, learn how to deal with life on different levels, right? Because we take the young approach. The young approach is, while, you know, at times we do things that really could jeopardize our life, our livelihoods, or whatever. But that constant growth of who you are, because believe it or not, you're never in a space where it's like you're going to be there forever. Nothing, no time period, no point in time is things forever. There's always going to be a time where it's like, you know, you got to keep that growth going, because you're not like, all right, you might be one way for right now, but all of our mentalities grow and change. Like, I like to think that every 7 years, right, we develop a little bit more. You know, every 7 years, every day we develop, but I mean, our whole mind state changes every 7 years, right? So your passions, your goals, who you were before, it probably won't be the same, but you'll have people in your life that still know you from past, from way past those 7 years, when you changed, when you developed, when you know, had your awakening, if you will. And they'll still see you as the same person and view you as that same person, but you're not, because your life experiences allowed you to change. The Creator allowed your soul to change. The Creator allowed your mind to change. You have evolved, but you have to accept this mental, this spiritual, and this physical evolution. Because if you don't accept the evolution, What you then do is you become stagnant. And mosquitoes breed in stagnant water. You know, you don't want to be a bloodsucker out here. Because when you're stagnant, what you do is you start leeching and sucking blood from other people who has goals and dreams. And what I mean by that, you might not be trying to use them. You might be a person of stature. You might have a job and everything. You doing well in life. But what this does is that complacency, that stagnantness, you being, you know, having hardships in your life, what that'll do is that'll make you discourage others from chasing their dreams. What that'll do is you start pushing people towards just going to work for somebody. Go work for somebody. Go do this. Go do that. Because chasing your dreams and goals it was too hard for you. You got a lot of people out there like that. Chasing their dreams and goals was too hard for them. So they decided it's going to be too hard for you. I promise you it's like that. I promise you, I'm not lying. Let me turn on the air conditioner. I promise you it's like that. You got people that don't want to see you get the way you got to go because they never got the way they wanted to fucking go. And it's sad because sometimes it's the people in our lives that we love the most that do that type of shit. Sometimes the people that we love the most that does that. And you can't let that happen to you. I'm saying that you can't let that happen to you. Because the Creator has a vision for you. The Creator has a vision for you. But you got to have the vision for yourself. Anything that you see or you want to do or perceive, you can do it. You can do anything that you see, do, or perceive. Anything that makes you happy, the pursuit of happiness. You have to be that diligent in chasing whatever it is that you want to do with your life. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm not as scared of the plights and pitfalls, because in life I take penny bumps and fucking bruises all the time, right? We take plenty bumps and bruises all the fucking time in life. We take them for nothing. We take bumps and bruises in this life for nothing. Why not take these bumps and bruises to actually accomplish something, to actually do what you want to do, to actually show and prove to the legacy that you're leaving behind that they're of value? Show that you're of value. You have to do these things because, to be honest with you, you know, that's what you're judged upon. I don't judge nobody. I'm an observer. The people down at the courtrooms and these people, the big wigs, they judge people, right? When they judge you upon your character, they're going to be judging you upon what you put out in this world. They're going to be judging you upon what you put out in this world. Upon your, you know, they got social media right now. A lot of times now, I'm going to tell you, they know who you are before you even enter the courtroom because they're looking at your social media. They're looking at all these things about you to see exactly who the fuck you are, right? So let them know who you are. Stop hiding or faking who you are behind money, guns, jewelry, behind a fake facade that you're putting up, a fake persona. No, don't do none of that. Put out your intellectual property. Let your work speak for you. Let your works speak for you. Let the things that you love to do speak for you. Let the love that you show speak for you. Let that shine bright and just illuminate. You know, I learned a lot, you know, through this last week, you know, because 7 days we change our, you know, every 7 years our mind state change or whatever. We evolve mentally or spiritually, you know, in different ways. And within a week's time, you can acquire a lot of knowledge. And what I like to do after each day, I like to sit and I like to reflect on my day to see how I felt about it. What can I take from it? You know what I mean? Because every day is an upload and download going on. You know, you're receiving information, you're giving information. So you have to make sure you take an account of the information that you're sending out and that you're bringing in, right? So on a weekly basis, you know, this is like the recap of the whole week. You know what I mean? 7 days you got to sit down and think about And that's what Sunday is. Sunday is that day that you get to really sit, meditate, reflect on what you've been through in your week, what you're going through in your daily journey. The different adverse things that you conquered, that you stumbled over, or what you need to work on, the strengths and weaknesses, the lessons you learned throughout that week. We can't forget because that's where we make mistakes at. Because we learn lessons throughout life. Throughout all our life, we learn the lessons. We learn the lessons. We go in different situations. Dealing with different people, having new relationships, cultivating new relationships with wonderful fucking people. I mean, downright beautiful people. But you lose these experiences, you lose these lessons, if you don't have a recap, if you don't have a moment to really sit down and reflect. I still remember things from when I was a baby. I still remember watching Soul Train in the crib as a child. You know what I mean? I don't know why I remember that. Shit, I remember a lot of things. But that's, I want to preserve my memory. So what I do is I exercise my memory. I make sure that I remember certain things. I make sure that I meditate and reflect on certain aspects of my life and what I've been through. And I like to cherish and make sure that every moment that I had with another person is a memory that I keep, is a memory that I hold dearly. Because we might not get to see each other again. I might not know you tomorrow. I might not know you tomorrow. You might not know me. You might not hear my voice again. You might not get to look in my eyes again. You might not get to hear me joke and laugh with you again. So that's why, it's the small things like this that we really don't cherish about each other until one another is gone. And it's sad because, it's sad because you build these memories with people, and if you really don't ever use them, or you don't act on them, or you don't, even think about them, hold them in high regard, you lose those memories. You lose those lessons because every situation you go through is a lesson in life. And you have to retain this information, or you're going to do the same dumb shit to learn that lesson again. Or some different shit, but it's going to teach you the same fucking lesson again. Because you was meant to learn the lesson. Learn the fucking lesson. Okay? And that's with a lot of things. You know what I mean? It's just life. To be honest with you, I'm going to get off that. I'm going to get on this. I'm going to get on me. I'm putting this music out here. I'm going to continue doing this music thing. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to grow more. I've found great people in my life. One that I'm very fond of, and she helps me a lot. You know what I mean? She helps me, stay centered a lot, and teaching the music thing, because I don't claim to know everything. I need a teacher. So if somebody could show me how to properly put what I do in proper perspective, that's what I'm going to do. And that's why I love, making these connections with people and everything, because, I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I just became a publisher, 2 books, and I got 3 in the works right now. I've been doing this music. I'm doing different gimmicks and different, trying different things, mixing the music up, putting it in different genres, what have you, just to see, what sticks. It's not for fame. I'm not doing anything for fame, anything. I'm doing it because I feel like that's what I was supposed to do with my life. Even if I, get shows here and there, if I, because people overseas are really embracing my music. Here in here in the United States, I mean, yeah, you know, I love it. There's a lot of people here that love it, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to do no fucking concerts in America. I wouldn't want to do no concerts in America. There's too much hate going on in America. If I did shows, if I did a tour or something like that, it would be overseas. And that's fucked up for me to say because America is where I was born, where I was raised. And that's the thing, we got to stop that stigma about ourselves. And the only way we can do that is by being kind to each other. When somebody comes to your city to have a show or an event or something like that, don't harm those people. Let those people perform and operate and use that intellectual property and let the creator use them to let you enjoy your day, you know, because we can affect each other with our moves. We got to stop the hatred of our fellow brother or sister who's just out following their dreams. You know, they could be on stage at a concert. They could be, you know, just helping the community in different ways like that. And we always figure out a way to, you know, snuff them out in ways. That's why a lot of times you see our artists, they don't even want to stay in America no more. Look at Stevie Wonder. He said he's moving to Africa. He's getting the fuck out of Dodge. That's because there's an awakening going on, but those who aren't aware of the awakening that's going on, they're against it. And it's not even like they're against it, like they're actively protesting the awakening that's going on. Like, hey, you people stop doing what you feel as if you want to do with your life and progressing and being harmonious and being happy. They're not picking and protesting about it. What they're doing is just like the slight. You know what I mean? The envy, the jealousy, the hate. We got to stop that shit. We got to let each other flourish and grow because there's so much more to you than what you even realize. And on that note, a word from my sponsors. Hey, real quick, guys. This is Mr. Pagan here. Just want to let y'all know that I have books available on Amazon, Kindle, bookstores on your phones. I got 2 great titles available and a 3rd one coming soon. My philosophy is, if you got a smartphone or a smart device, you already got my book in your hands. It's free for download if you got Kindle Unlimited, and it's $5 otherwise. For One Leap of Faith, it's $5, and for my book Morals and Values, it's $5.25. Both of them are packed with insightful information on morals and values, and One Leap of Faith is to push you to get on your grind for your goals. You know what I mean? 2 powerful books. I got a thriller coming up called Moonlit Marshes with a character. The protagonist is Marshall Cuts, and he's trying to get his way. He's trying to find his way out of Louisiana without getting himself hurt or killed or something. It's a great suspenseful book. Please check it out. It's going to be on Amazon Kindle store. Remember, both these books are available for free. One Leap of Faith and Morals and Value. You got Kindle Unlimited. They're available for free. And also, don't forget to check out my game stream on YouTube, Gaming, Vaping, Guns. And on Twitch, I'm GVG215. All right? And also, my music streams on all streaming platforms. Whether you got Apple, it's there. Whether you got Tidal, guess what? It's there. You listen on Spotify? Yeah, I'm on Spotify. This podcast is actually on Spotify, also the music. So yeah, we well-rounded. Everything that I'm doing is complementing each other. So please, support the movement, support my brand, support the positive energy that I'm putting out there. And you guys, be blessed. May peace be with you.